First of all, I want to thank y'all for showing us support during this grieving time. At this time, Chisholm did not justify my son's murder by Joseph Mensah. Once again, he could not he said he could not really justify it.
Turn that camera off!
It's fine.
It's fine.
What camera? There's like a million cameras.
So basically, that's what's going on right now. He couldn't make a decision about or anything, so that's all I have to say.
I guess I'll talk. Just like what my mom said, D.A. Chisholm did not justify this shooting, which means Alvin did not shoot at Joseph Mensah. Joseph Mensah is not a credible source in this case right now. Joseph Mensah and Jay Anderson case and Antonio Gonzalez case has lied several times. And from the investigators who released their reports today, they not only said that Joseph should be fired immediately, but he is not credible. He was not credible in Jay Anderson's case. So he would not be credible in Alvin Cole's case. So D.A. Chisholm need to try harder. It might sound good, but D.A. Chisholm got to do better. It's been 20 years, 20 plus years as a DA. And you have been the same. You have showed the same. You show your bias. All these black families walking in here to meet with you about their loved one that has been killed by Joseph Mensah. And you have yet to not justify it. But you stated that you did not justify this shooting. So I want to hear you say that publicly. Joseph Mensah should not be working. It should have never been working after Antonio Gonzalez. It should have never been working before Antonio Gonzalez. Because from our knowledge, Joseph have a death before Antonio Gonzalez that no one knows about, that is sealed. Yeah, I'm gonna talk my shit. Pretty much. You know, I want to thank all y'all for being out here, for real, for supporting us, for holding us down. We heard y'all from up there. I was shouting y'all. I was saying, D.A. Chisholm, Alvin Cole up there. You know what I mean? Best believe I was on his ass. He a fraud. I don't know what much to say, y'all, right now. But the fight continues. I tell you that, it doesn't end here. It doesn't end here. We got to make sure Joseph is fired immediately. We got to make sure he don't get a job ever again as a police officer, because it ain't enough for him to transfer and go somewhere else. Especially knowing Weber is going to write him a report.
We don't want to be like
right?
the Catholic Church.
We don't need that. We don't need that. And it's time for D.A. Chisholm to retire or to step down. Because it's been too much shit he been sweeping under the rug. That I see a motherfucking lump. I see a lump in that rug that he's been sweeping everything under. It's time to expose that stuff.
Take the cover off, let's roll.
It's time to expose what's under that rug. Because it's too much. And it's time for you to let the public know what's going on. because we coming for your job next. Alvin Cole did not shoot Joseph Mensah. He did not shoot at Joseph Mensah. Alvin Cole was in a 6-point stance. Joseph Mensah was the last to arrive on the scene when he shot Alvin twice. Then 3 more times while he was laid flat on the ground. Face down. In the back. You cannot justify that. But the media don't want you to know that. The media not putting that in the media. They not putting my brother scream, no gun. No gun, no gun. But he all of a sudden shot 4 days later. You don't know if a motherfucker shot at you that same day. That motherfreaker, excuse my language. That motherfucker, yeah. You gonna know that person shot the first day. It took them 4 days to come up with this presentation to try to discredit my brother's character. Took them 4 days. And only Joseph said he shot at him. No other cop said Alvin shot at Joseph. No other cop. Only Joseph.
Fuck Joseph Mensah.
All right. Yeah. So thank you guys for coming and take this down. I know it's not safe, but it's been a day. So let's talk about what happened today. All right? So the investigator with the Fire and Police Commission determined that Joseph Mensah is not fit for duty as an officer. Page 47 of the investigator's report, he specifically said what the families and we have been saying for months is that Alvin Cole never shot at Officer Mensah and Alvin Cole never shot at any officers, period. And that's page 47. In addition to that, the investigator said that there is just cause to terminate Officer Mensah as an officer. Now that report was mostly based on the Jay Anderson case. With regards, thank you. Had Officer Mensah been terminated 4 years ago when he shot and killed Jay Anderson, then Alvin Cole would be here today. Had he not been an officer, now Alvin Cole would be here. Now what DA Chisholm has done is he's decided that he is not issuing any charges.
Man, fuck Chisholm.
However,
Hello, let her talk.
Chisholm did not say that the shooting was justified. And that's really important because normally for these things, if he believes that, he will say that. He did not say that Officer Mensah shooting Alvin Cole was justified. We are not done fighting. We are still going to fight. We are still going to fight for a conviction of Officer Joseph Mensah.
That's right.
That's facts. We're not going anywhere. And we want you guys to continue to follow us because this is really, really important. Today, not only was Officer Chauvin now out and free, but Joseph Mensah is also out and free, and both of them should be locked up.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry.
What do you make of the fact that Officer Mensah did not want to sit down with investigators and 5 other officers who were there that witnessed it also did not want to sit down and speak?
You know, I think that. Thank you, Derek. So Officer Mensah did not sit down with the DA Chisholm. He did not sit down with the Fire and Police Commission investigator. Also, the other officers that were there did not sit down with the fire and police investigators. Now, law enforcement, they routinely expect us as community members to sit with them, which we do, to answer their questions, which we do. The fact that they did not do that, The fact that Officer Mensah did not do that speaks volumes. They've been out there lying and saying that Alvin Cole shot at him and shot at the other officers. That has been a lie that they have perpetuated for months. And they have refused to sit down with the Fire and Police Commission investigator. I think that answers your question. We know that also Chief Weber on June 17th lied to the Fire and Police Commission and said that Alvin Cole's gun was loaded with 30 live rounds. That is on video, June 17th. He lied. And that is the leadership of the Wauwatosa Police Department, and he needs to be fired immediately. And if they don't do that, that shows you what type of policing they want in Wauwatosa. We don't have to wait for the hearing for him to be fired today. We don't have to wait for a hearing for Officer Mensah to be fired today. We don't have to wait for a hearing for Chief Weber to be fired today. They can do that today, right now, if they want to.
Right now. Right now.
Right now.
Go ahead.
Ms. Motley, when you all were meeting with the meeting with the district attorney, what was happening? Was the DA going through evidence and showing that to the family?
You guys want to speak on that? Well, we'll all speak on that, but yes, he was presenting evidence to us and the families, things that we asked to see, and was explaining his theory of the case, and also explaining to us that he did not justify Joseph Mensah shooting Alvin Cole.
Did he answer your questions, family, sufficiently?
No.
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 Which questions?
A lot of questions.
Why? Why aren't you charging him with some level of homicide? It's a question we all deserve to know. Why aren't you using your power to charge him with some level of homicide? That is the question that he has not sufficiently answered. And we've seen it with so many people in this community that have been killed by cops that he doesn't answer that question sufficiently.
And D.A. Chisholm let him get off.
Anything else? Go ahead.
Okay. What I just want to say is this. Today, you saw the independent investigators report say that Joseph Mensah lied in a previous, in regards to Jay Anderson. He said that Joseph Mensah should not be a police officer and he's not fit for duty because a police officer's word has to be trusted when they get on the witness stand and swear to tell the truth. Joseph Mensah, we believe, did not give a truthful version about what happened with Alvin Cole. He claims that Alvin Cole pointed a gun at him. Nobody else supports that, and Wauwatosa didn't have body cams. We believe that Chisholm should have prosecuted this case. We believe this case could be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. We disagree with Attorney Chisholm's opinion about that. He never said the shooting was justified. He said he could not disprove what would be a self-defense claim beyond a reasonable doubt. We disagree with this. This is a different standard that is used with non-police witnesses. This is a culmination of years of not holding police officers criminally accountable for their conduct. And in this community, this has to stop. And we are looking at our next steps in this case. This fight is not over, and we are continuing this fight.
Does that include petitioning this case to federal investigators?
Yes.
We are sure that federal investigators will look at it. We cannot tell you our next steps right now. We are in the process of meeting with our clients to discuss this, and when our next steps become public, we promise everybody you'll be the first to know.
And they'll be soon. Very
Right,
soon.
right. It'll be soon.
Days.
Right, Dave.
Hours.
Ms. Motley, any update on the city of Wauwatosa still not providing the records that you guys have paid for already?
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. Thank you. So we have. Oh, sorry.
Good question.
Thank you. Good question. So we have filed a writ of mandamus against the city of Wauwatosa Police Department because they refuse to give us our documents. Again, they are hiding documents from us. We have been very open and transparent with wanting to know what everyone in this community is entitled to know. We've asked for Mensah's complete personnel file. We asked for their use of force policies. We've asked for emails that we paid $1,300 for on August 6th that we have yet to receive one email. So because they are failing to give us our basic documents that we are entitled to, we have sued them. And we've served them today with regards to those documents.
They should have been released them damn documents.
Yeah, they should have. So I just want to touch on what Deja said. She's exactly right. You know, bad policing is bad policing. And we are not at war with the Wauwatosa Police Department. We've always maintained that Officer Joseph Mensah should be held accountable for his actions. And unfortunately today, we disagree with D. Chisholm's assessment of what he saw. However, he has a responsibility. He has a responsibility to all of us. To a certain extent, he has normalized this behavior, at least with Joseph Mensah.
Yes, he has.
He should have never been a police officer. He should have been terminated 4 years ago. And frankly, if these families weren't brave enough, the Anderson family, the Cole family, and the Gonzalez family, he would still, if they weren't brave enough to fight against this officer, he would still be working. He still is getting paid. He's suspended with pay. And he needs to be removed as an officer immediately. We do not have to wait for a hearing. It can happen today, right now, if Wauwatosa wanted it. And the fact that they have not done it, or we'll see if they do it, that speaks volumes to the type of policing that they want. You guys done? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Fire Chief Weber!
Fire Chief Weber!
Fire Chief Weber!
Fire Chief Weber!
Convict Joseph Mensah!
Convict Joseph Mensah!
Convict Joseph Mensah!
Convict Joseph Mensah!
Alvin Cole!
Alvin Cole!
I talked to on the phone back.
That's Jay Anderson.
And that's the wife?
Linda Anderson.
Steal your shirt.
Let's be strong, baby.
Talk to my lawyer.
Hello. Excuse me.
She was there when it happened.
Is you gonna take you riding with him?
Yeah, I got this.
All right, which way would I go towards the house? I got my dog at home.
Go down 6th Street.
We're 6th Street. Where the car park? Right there? So I'll come this way.
No, this block's out, so go this way. Go this way.
The car that way, right?
Yeah, go that way. That's a little.
Thank you all.
Good question.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Hey, Sam. Be nice to him.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me jump on you right now.
Hey.
In my opinion, this is a victory. It's not a solo victory, don't get me wrong. It's not a total victory. But, I tell you, I was expecting them to say justified shooting, and the fact that they didn't say that is a victory. So, it's not a complete victory. There's more fight to go yet. But it is a victory. It's not a total defeat. So, look at the positive. You got more than what you could have gotten. And you could have gotten a lot less.
Hey, brother. Hey, is this him? Yo, I'm Frank. I'm Frank. Yeah, I'm Belson.
I didn't say it earlier.
Yes, sir.
Alvin's my grandson.
Oh, my God. Okay.